Focus on a new you, and there's probably something you wish you could change or do or learn, but you just don't know how to make it happen.
But in 2011, if we don't just want to, you want to dream it, and you want to actually do it. Empowerment expert Dr. Brenda Caldwell is here with some advice on how to accomplish your goal. Dr. B, welcome back to Live at 9. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
You know, it seems like we've all been programmed to a certain degree, but you say in so many words that we need to really change our mental map.
Absolutely.
What do you mean by that? How do we do that?
Because, you know, the wonderful thing about the new year is that for a window of time, we focus. You know, the month of January, we kind of gear up. We want to do, you know, we want to accomplish this year. But what happens is we need to, first thing, change that mental map, because what if the weight didn't come off last year? You know, what if you didn't start the business last year and you talked about it? A lot of times we get discouraged because what we didn't do last year or the year before, and so changing the mental map helps you to, as I always talk about, the thoughts. You know, everything starts with the mind. You got to change the way that you think, and so shake off what happened last year. Perceive this year that no matter what, this year is my year. I'm going to be able to do it. You got to first feed your mind the right thoughts so that you can approach this year and with the right mindset.
But do I need a GPS device or something to change that mental map, or do I need a good friend like Bunny, or?
Well, you do. Well, what you really do need to do is that you've got to be able to, it starts with you. It starts with the person. You've got to be able to tell yourself that irregardless of what I may have failed at, what I didn't do, and again, let's start with weight. You know, that's a pretty common one. A lot of people want to lose weight this year, but they didn't lose it last year. And so when you change the mental map, you're able to tell yourself, okay, instead of starting with, you know, 40 pounds that won't come off realistically. You got to start, you know, small. You got to be able to tell yourself, you know, I'm just going to, you know, maybe focus on inches, you know, first, you know, because that's a good thing. It makes you feel good. And then it helps you to approach it with more confidence. When you tell yourself you can do it, you're changing your mindset about how you approach it, and then it helps you to kind of move forward. Shake off what you didn't do last year. It's a new year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Time to start over.
It's a new year.
You talk about increasing your learning on a subject.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Absolutely. You know, one thing that gives us confidence to be a doer is when we know more about what it is that we want to achieve.
Right.
So if it's starting a business, maybe before just jumping out there, maybe deciding that this year I'm gonna do some research. I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to go online. I'm going to learn as much as I can about how to start a business, or as much as I can about how to lose weight, or learn as much as I can about whatever the dream or the goal is before doing it. It helps you to have confidence when you know. I mean, having knowledge about something helps you in terms of focusing on it and feeling confident that you can achieve it because you know a little bit more about the subject.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. B, sometimes in life we tend to do the same things over and over again. Some things work, some things don't. Should we get rid of those? Should we eliminate those wasteful activities, if you want to call them that?
Absolutely. I think what's important is that you realize that we all have 24 hours in a day. Rich, poor, and everybody in between. You know, we all have the same amount of hours available to us. You know, the people who are successful at something that they want to get done take inventory of their time, and they begin to eliminate perhaps television. Perhaps being on the internet.
Television.
Not that.
Not Live at 9.
Not Live at 9. Absolutely. You must stay with Live at 9.
Thank you.
Otherwise, you wouldn't get this great information.
You're right about that.
You're right. But what we're talking about, no, really, is that eliminating or reducing some things that can rob you of time that you could really be putting energy into something. So a lot of times we may spend way too much time on the internet, way too much time on Facebook, way too much time doing some things that, when you think about it, is this productive? Is it counterproductive? And so that's the first thing you want to do, because we really can find time to do anything that's important to us. We find time to do something that we've made a priority. Sometimes you just have to take inventory to realize, okay, from 5 to 7 in the evening, what am I really doing with that time? Between 6 and 8 in the morning, what am I really doing with my time that I can adjust so that I can focus on the weight loss, focus on learning about a subject so that I can achieve something I really want to do.
You know, and there's such a need to set realistic goals.
Absolutely.
A lot of times when you touched on it with the weight, well, you're probably not going to lose 40 pounds in a month.
Right.
You know, that's unrealistic.
Well, and it's unhealthy.
Yeah, and so, but you really have to decide, okay, I'm going to take these small increments.
Right, because it helps you to feel good, you know, and it also keeps you encouraged, it keeps you inspired, it keeps you motivated if you set more of a realistic goal that you can achieve, and then it helps you to think, wow, I did it. I got my first pound off. You know, for somebody, that's a big achievement, you know, and so to be able to just start small so that you can take action, because it's a daunting thought to think, oh, God, I gotta lose 50 pounds. I gotta, you know, do this. But if you just set realistic, achievable goals and see yourself being able to accomplish those, then it motivates you. It keeps you going. Right. We all want to feel like we can achieve something. And so the wonderful thing about a new year is that it gives you the new energy. It gives you a new focus and a new mindset that, hey, this is the year I'm gonna do it. Start small and focus on it one day at a time. You'll be amazed what will happen this year.
All right, Dr. Brenda Caldwell, I'm empowered.
She's got us fired up here.
Excited.
Ready to go. Dr. B, always good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, glad to have you here with us. There is her information right there on the screen. Coming up next, one of our favorites, and we know yours.